Hey everyone, today I want to talk about the recently released update to Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak because I think this is one of the best addition and improvement to the game. This recap video will have a pretty long explanation on the new systems, so if you want to skip to that explanation, go to the timestamp that is shown on screen right now. But first, let's talk about the new monsters that were added in this update. I think it's better to talk about them in a ranking sort of way, starting from the bottom of the list, but it's not a bad monster in a lot of ways. Seething Bazelgeuse. Seething Bazelgeuse is Bazelgeuse ranked up to 11. They are a lot more menacing in terms of damage of the bombs and their movements. Not only that, a lot of their moves are more of a direct attack rather than the normal delayed bomb moves that the normal Bazelgeuse does. Also, they have this new gimmick in which dealing damage to the head and the tail enough times will topple them and deal a large chunk of damage to them. The Seething Bazelgeuse is a great addition to this game. It feels weird that the Seething Bazelgeuse, while a great and solid addition, is still the lowest highlight of this update. The Lucent Nargacuga is what was advertised to be the highlight of this update since the release of the Sunbreak expansion. Lucent Nargacuga is the Nargacuga combined with devastating multi-hit attacks and the stealth mechanics that previously the Chameleos have, and wow, it's a perfect match made in heaven. And it is a really fun monster to hunt. Oh, and also the poison is a very nice touch. I always thought that removing the bleed effect on Nargacuga that was present in Monster Hunter World is a little bit weird, but oh well, I guess that's okay. And now we have the poison version of that, so that's pretty cool. But the Lucent Nargacuga is not the highlight of this update for me. The best addition that comes from this update is none other than the Gold Rathian and the Silver Rathalos. Back in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, these monsters are two of my most favorite monsters in the game. Now to be added in Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, the game is now stacked with a lot of great monsters. For those who don't know, the Gold Rathian and the Silver Rathalos are rare species of the normal Wrath duo. In this case, they are coated in metal and is much more dangerous than the normal version. I must preface this though, I am a huge fan of the Wrath duo even when they are the normal version. Having a rare species that was coated in metal for a monster that was a favorite of mine and most of the players is the best way of pandering, and I am up for that. Now, what was different with this rare species? Well, as I mentioned before, they are very dangerous now, with high damaging fireball and some great combo mix-up. Plus, their weaknesses are changed on top of the weaker parts being changed. Also, I must add that they have similar gimmicks with the Seething Bazelgeuse, where their head will explode and topple when you deal enough damage to them. In any case, the Gold Rathian and the Silver Rathalos are, in my opinion, the best addition in this update. These are the monsters that were added in the first title update of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, but there's one more addition that changes the gameplay by a lot. I'm talking about the Anomaly Investigation. Remember in Monster Hunter World where the main gameplay loop revolves around this mechanic called investigations? Well, Anomaly Investigations is basically that. For those who don't understand, the Anomaly Investigation is the seemingly endless expansion to the Anomaly quest, adding multiple new monsters as afflicted monsters leveling system, and most importantly, the curious crafting. They finally fixed the damn bloated HP, thank god. But more importantly, let me explain on how the Anomaly Investigation works. So, on top of the previously available Anomaly quest, there is an additional tab for Anomaly Investigation. In this tab, you'll find afflicted monsters with a certain level beside them, which indicates how strong they are, more specifically, how much HP they have, and is improved by how much research you do in those investigations. These researches include, but not limited to, hunting the monster, breaking any parts, or gathering notes where there's curio on it. Now you can only host and join an investigation that is at or below your level of Anomaly Research level, found in the status menu at the start menu. Yeah, this is basically another type of hunter rank or master rank. Why do we need to increase these levels? Well, as mentioned before, you need that to host or join a higher level anomaly investigation, and that higher level anomaly investigations are to gain access to new higher rank afflicted materials, more monsters for other afflicted materials, and arguably the biggest gameplay loop material, the Ember Essence. All of these materials are contributed into the Curious Crafting, both for augmenting weapons and armors. These are the progressions of the Curious Crafting. You'll need afflicted materials to enable for augmentations, and then you'll have choices of augmentations: attack boost, affinity boost, elemental boost, sharpness boost, and rampage slot upgrade. You can get more slots by the topmost option at anomaly slots. These upgrades uses more afflicted material to apply. For armor, it's pretty much the same. You'll have to enable the armor for augmentation first, but from this part and so on is where Curious Armor crafting is different from Curious Weapon crafting. Enabling for augmentation of the armor and the augmentation itself uses Ember Essence instead of afflicted materials. And this is the part where it is important. The armor will be rolled for bonuses, ranging from additional armor points or additional slot upgrades, or straight up certain new skills. But not everything is a net positive. The Curious Armor crafting can add positive upgrades, but in return can have negative effects such as decreased armor points, or you can lose some points of skills. You can, however, infinitely roll for upgrades for no additional costs, so this is pretty much the endless game loop. The Anomaly Investigations also introduce investigation coins in the rewards, alongside afflicted materials and Ember Essences. These coins can be exchanged with Bahari for various items like mantles. You can also get more coins by completing research requests on the right when talking to Bahari, but you have to do this request like 10 times to get the coins. It's still a nice reward for the job you're doing. It's a reward on top of a reward. So as a summary for these Anomaly Investigations, you hunt afflicted monsters in the Anomaly Investigation to increase their level for new afflicted monster hunts, and new afflicted materials and Ember Essences, in which these rewards can be used for Curious Crafting. With all these additions in this new update, I think this is so far the best update Monster Hunter Rise received. Have a good day everyone!